Informant, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go blam. I keep on bum down. Take them on, say that I'm a snowman.
I thought that was going to hit different. All right, cool. Well, good morning, everybody. My name's Disco Tech. We're just going to start off addressing the elephant in the room is this, right? So I changed my LinkedIn picture to me holding my injured hand beside my face. And as you all know, Def Comedy Jam's trying to make a comeback. So they're doing DEI hires now, and they contacted me. And they were like, hey, Tech, come on in for an interview. And they asked me what was wrong with my hand. I said, I don't know. I don't have insurance. So they said, I go in there to the Def Comedy Jam HR department, and they're like looking at my resume, and they're like, says you can beatbox? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, do it. They said, say less, you're hired. So what's cool about working at Def Comedy Jam is they actually have their own medical department, and you don't have to have insurance. So they said, go see the doctor. I introduced myself. I'm like, hey, doc, my name's Disco Tech. He goes, my name's Dr. Dre. No relation. So I was like, well, what are we going to do about this? So Dr. Dre looks at my hand, and he touches it, and he's like, man, I'm going to write you a prescription. So he prescribes me to put ice on both of my wrists for a couple of weeks. And then he said, okay, well, we got a Malcolm X-ray machine over here that you're going to have to go under to look at the frickin' hand. So I go get my X-ray done, and they were like, bad news, Tech, you got to keep your hand like this for 6 weeks. I'm like, shoot. They said, but we're going to sponsor you. We're going to take care of your flyers, your promos, your videos, travel accommodations, and everything. And I was like, well, what do I got to do? And they said, just hold up your end of the bargain. This part is brought to you by Stone Temple Pilots. It's called Tech Time with a Wounded Hand. Okay, so section 2, this is going to be called one-liners, or as we like to call the girls that work at Def Comedy Jam, shorties. All right? I'm not a football fan, but I noticed that the Chargers have been getting faster every year. All right. Back when we were growing up, we didn't have polyamorous relationships. We just had really well-known sluts. So I go see Dr. Dre, and the first thing out of his mouth is, are you sick, or have you been around anybody sick? And I'm like, well, yeah, all my friends are sick. I kind of like to think I'm pretty sick, too. Okay, I have a theory. I think that the weed in China is way stronger than what we have here. You shouldn't have laughed at that. This is being recorded. You're getting fired. You're getting fired. What do you call it when a piece of pepperoni falls in your shoe? Pep in your step. What do you get when you mix a liar with a keyboard? All caps. What do you call a famous actor that never tells a lie? Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if I want to do this one or not. We got a wise guy out here. Okay. So I will skip that at the request of Hillary. I was talking to this girl named Aoli, and she wanted to be a DJ. And I asked her, I said, well, what kind of music do you play? And she said, it's EDM. And I said, well, that's cool. What does that mean? Can I get a date with you? And she said the answer to both of those is techno. So the third part of this performance is the callback section. So I'm going to tell you what actually truly happened. Everything I've said up till now has been a fabricated lie to make you laugh, and it didn't work at all. So what really happened is I just got done wrecking my motorcycle. No reaction. So the next day I wake up, I got ice on both of my wrists now. The next day, thanks to Bourbon and Beyond, all the hoes on my dating apps are all from out of state, so that ruined that for me. Well, then, frickin' my best friend's mom died, and I wanted to go to the funeral, but no, I gotta go get a Malcolm X-ray on my frickin' hand. So I was just pissed at that time, and I know you guys have never heard me swear before, but at that point in time, I decided that I was gonna turn gangster, which means I ain't taking shit. You got some plans? You better run them past me, because I ain't taking shit. You want to do something? You better consult with me first, because I'm a gangster now. So that was, 11 days ago? It's only been 11 days of being a gangster. But I must tell y'all, it feels good to be a gangster.